Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WCS Challenger Europe Open Cup #1, as we are now in our qualifying stage, as we are in the round of 8, which will determine when you win a best-of-3 here, if you're going to the playoffs or not, on Friday and Saturday, to join the 8 players that have already found themselves there, thanks to the ladder. So there's great ways to be able to get into Challenger.
Quite a bit of money on the line, right?
Yes.
$10,000. Cheeky 10 Gs.
It's not
A
bad.
G-roll? Is that what they call it?
A
the game?
G-roll?
Yeah, I think that.
I'm not
Is
gangster
the
enough
G-roll
to know if
1,000 or
that's true or not.
10,000? You know what?
You're going to have to check that now.
What's the G-roll?
What's a G-roll? Urban Dictionary, G. A G, a cool G is
$1,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
right.
a G-roll, I guess.
Actually, yeah, but... Okay, I don't know.
A 10 G roll
That's
would
the
be...
G I'm seeing like the,
I can't
the
believe.
funny quotes.
All right, well, hopefully these guys are going soon.
There is like a... I believe there is proper meaning to a G-roll. It's like a roll of like a lot of bills, probably 100, but maybe 20s.
It must be 1,000. Like 100
yeah.
bills in a little roll. Maybe not 100
Could
bills.
be 10
It would only be
Gs.
10 bills. That wouldn't look like a substantial roll, would it? This is the problem when you
That's
ask me
why
these
it's a G-roll.
questions. Imagine if it was 10s. That would be a pretty chunky roll.
What's a K-roll?
A K roll.
That's you, James Carroll.
All right, we're going to be on sequence.
We need to move on. We've been waiting way too long for this game to start. Like
Yeah,
the
we
players
have.
keep taking breaks.
G rolls. I don't know what a G roll is. It something you get at a sushi
What's the
bar?
T-roll?
T-roll. Okay, so
God.
Lambo and DnS getting into this best of 3. Let's jump in to game #1 on Sequencer, as we have spawning down at the bottom left-hand corner, representing Zanster. Apparently, it is Lambo, and up to the top right-hand corner, whoa, representing Cascade. We do have DnS looking to go up against him. So a good match here.
Yeah, 2 of Europe's finest for sure.
Yeah.
These guys very well could have been in top 8 actually, to directly make it into the playoffs, but they were not quite that high. And now they have to face one another. Only one of them will make it today. The other one gets another chance tomorrow. It's always so annoying to lose at the final step, man. You just like play all these matches, play all these tough games, and then at the last minute it's like, nah, sorry, like, better luck next time.
Denied.
And in this case, I would say DnS has had a harder road than Lambo. He beat Dimaga and Hero Marine, whereas Lambo, he beat like Nedi, Risky, and Mamba.
He beat Jobbers. Yeah.
You're calling your fellow British mate Risky a jobber?
Compared to the top elite of Europe, Jobbers.
All right, well, I think you just made a grave mistake, because he's a big memer. He's going to be out there calling your name out.
That's fine. As long as they're wrestling related memes, I'm okay with it. Because Jobber is. I jest. But for now, we're going to have that wall off completed off by DnS.
He's even annoying him a lot with the probe across the map. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Mineral to mineral.
They're all my
Get
minerals.
away. Every single time it comes back. Psych! You're not mining now.
Oh, but he microed cutely there. He put it still on.
Yeah, he's still wasting
mineral
a bunch
patch.
of time, though.
Yeah. True.
I want to see if DnS actually. Because he was microing this, he's already starting his next spine. Oh no, never mind. I missed it.
Wait, what?
It's in the corner. It's up there on the left.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, okay, so here's the thing. I play Protoss. When I do this, I often forget my second pylon, and by that I mean every time, because I'm too busy macroing the probe. Yeah. So I looked at DnS's main, and I saw no pylon. I was like, oh, he forgot it. He's like me. And then I was like, nah, actually he knows how to play. So he made it in the corner of his base, where he's gonna hide a cheeky Stargate, Kailos.
I like it. And these Lings are going to try and chase this probe away for stealing and annoying minerals, but they will not get that kill. So he'll get away as long as it doesn't turn around. The Adept's coming out actually to start trading away against some of those Lings, but realized has the Overlord, and Lings decided to run away. Pneumatized Carapace on the way low. Lambo wants some information.
Excommunicado.
Excommunicado.
Yeah, it's very important to go for that, but in this case, it's going to be a little bit late. I haven't really seen any Oracle fly into a middle line and wreck it completely. as of late, I think like most Zergs, they know how to react properly with the queens, and have the spores at least decently on time, even if sometimes they're a little bit delayed.
I'm just happy that a lot of Protoss players now just keep it alive for stasis wards. I think it's amazing. I mean, they kept it alive for Revelations anyway, but stasis wards for me are so cool.
To be fair, they didn't really keep them alive in the first place.
No.
It took a long time for them to finally start being more careful.
Yeah. And the pneumatized carapace is finished. We're flying on in. It's Overlord Airlines, boys. Don't see anything apart from that Stargate.
Lambo actually, I wouldn't say came super close. No, actually, no, he did come close to qualifying last time.
Yeah?
He lost in the Jönköping Challenger after making it to the actual playoffs through qualifying, not the Grandmaster top 8. He lost, no, he beat Elaser in round 1, which is already pretty impressive, lost to Showtime, and then beat T-Drogo, Harstem. Oh no, he beat T-Drogo, then lost to Harstem. So, I mean, if he beat T-Drogo already,
yeah,
he must know how to beat French Protosses, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
I finally got that.
Nice, nice. I think that we did see a cancel on an egg there, because Lambo knew he was going to lose a drone at the third base, but then he left the second one go, which is a bit unfortunate. So loses a drone down there. Overlord's coming back in to have a look at that starport, just in case it's making anything extra, and a Void Ray is on the way.
It's the worst when there's like a bunch of Overlords just like spying over your base. You're like, come out, Void Ray, come out. Clean these up.
And now they can't even do it that fast anymore. Or at least if you do, you'll just have an Overlord run away. So.
Double Robo on the third base from DnS. A bit of an old school building positioning where when we used to see this a while back quite a bit from guys like Showtime.
Yep.
With a lot of Immortals starting to be pumped out from very early on.
It's cool to see. This is going to work. The Overlord's still hanging around and going to check on the starport once again. Lambo really wants to know what's going on with that. He did not. Oh no. No, he didn't spot the double robo down towards the third base yet.
It's a big piece of information. It might encourage him to go for a Spire. And actually, he's one of those guys that loves going Spire.
The Ling didn't go in far enough either on the left-hand side. There's going to be another Ling. Oh no, it's only scouting at the front in case the army moves out. It's a bit of a shame about how much information he has about that, because he has units in, or he did have units in spot that could have spotted it.
Well, there's a Ling right next to it. Do your job, Ling.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Using the Abathur.
You know, this could be a stick mine game, actually. Like, you make double robo like this, but then you just make... Hey, look at this. Look at the amount of gateways.
Ooh.
You only get one single prism and one observer, and then you go for the attack with Magic Gate.
That's
like
a
the guy's
lovely
like,
wall.
Spire, I need Musas. Just dies.
Yeah, I like that. That is a lovely wall, though, of gateways. So, he's well fortified at the third base as well. I mean, if you go double Immortal production and then eventually just warp in from this many gateways, you're going to be sitting pretty, I think, against a lot of what Zerg, I got there in the end, can throw at you.
Well, then again, against Hydralisks and then potentially Lurkers, it can still be pretty tough. I wonder if Lambo even wants to go into that, or just get a spam Hydralisk and then go for a fight.
Pylon being thrown down in between all of these locations as well, just in case the attacks come from these two ramps.
Pretty quick fourth base here for DnS, before knowing that he's actually like safe for the most part, even though Lambo has drawn up quite a bit.
Cannon even being added on there as well. Protects when those rocks are going to be assaulted. DnS will open up these rocks. Surely he needs another building there if he's going to open that up.
They're called the DreamHack.
Oh yeah. Take me back to Blood Boil where they iced it.
What about the cooling tower?
It's all rocks.
There is a different name on every map.
All right.
Lambo's a new map where there's a K-roll.
A K-roll? Well, it's just like that debris.
It's like 5 pounds bills rolled around the wrapper.
I think it's just this debris, but instead of like the textures of like, you know, metal and stuff like that, it's just like textures of my face.
Ginger hairs.
Yeah, there's the K-roll rocks, boys. Get those down. Everyone breaks them instantly because they don't want to see my face.
Storm's actually very close to completing there. That one observer, huge.
Yeah.
Spots everything. That's actually a very scary mass of Hydralisks there. But when you have Storm, it becomes a lot less scary. Infestation pitch just finished here for Lambo, he made a ton of units here. I feel like he wants to attack, but this could be very bad for him.
Storm is just about to finish, 10 seconds left.
Especially into those ramps. There is force fields plus Storm.
Yeah. The K-roll rock's being brought down. Baneling's about to pop.
And those stasis walls actually could do a lot. Like sure, they might trigger just one single lane like they do a lot of the time, but if they catch a lot of units, this is going to be even worse for Lambo, who might just be forced to pull back.
One Baneling left to spot any army movement out there.
When Zealot sneaked across the map.
Oh, was he? Where is he?
Actually, yeah, some Adepts as well in the natural base.
Adepts. Oh no, they must have died before I could get to
Where
them.
did Zealot come from? I guess he maybe had it on the map and then sent it there.
Where's the warp prism? There is no warp prism. What am I on about? Oh, no, there is. Where is it? It's down to the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, okay, that's where it came from.
Yeah, I can't see that on the map at all from this angle of the screen. That is very difficult, but Lings are going to be moved around the left-hand side. More stasis wards are added on. Actually, there's just stasis wards everywhere.
Yeah, the prism is quite hard to see.
Yeah, it really is. It's warped in now, so I can check down there in just a moment.
Oh, a lot of Lings get trapped here on that third base.
Oh, nice stasis
of DnS.
wards.
Twice as well. The stasis ward trapped a lot of those units. And good defense so far.
Yeah, he holds on against this on the right-hand side. He just needs to, if he gets the storm on those Banelings, he's going to be...
Those Lings are about to be free on the left-hand side, but I mean, there is overcharges available there. They're going to have to pull back immediately.
And they get caught again. And Banelings are rolling in.
Okay, so usually when you have this army here for... Oh! Okay, they can get the bunch of probes, but to be fair, DnS has... Oh my god!
15.
Okay, that was not supposed to go down like this.
No.
19 probes going down, but DnS, look at his army. He can just go forward now. The only one thing that you're supposed to worry about at this stage in the game is Broodlords.
Yeah.
But I think, like, you attack anyway. Like, he saw the hive on the way somehow. He scouted it. I think DnS should attack. He should group up with his Prism, go for an attack, because he's got so many Storms anyway. Even though there is going to be a ton of Banelings he needs to deal with.
Feign the attack, send the Zealots in the bottom, let them try and do something. But there's already Spine Crawlers and Hydralisks there to greet it.
He's just going to sit back.
Good responses by Lambo.
You know, I talked about DnS at times being passive and playing defensive. At first, he played defensive really well, but then started taking damage against the Banelings, which is almost unavoidable. But now it almost feels like he's overly passive. I really think that the counter-attack there could have been great, but it looks like he wants to just go into carriers. And I wouldn't be surprised if he went into a mothership as well and then just kept on expanding.
Well, it pops as you say, Todd. Wherever it may be. All right, there you are. Real mothership. Okay. So, Graviton Catapult going down. There was an extra 2 Stargates added on, so 4 carriers at a time going up against an Ultralisk Cavern attempt. Ooh.
By the way, Cask was able to beat Snoot and will go up against TLO.
Wow, nice. Good job.
A qualifying spot in the playoffs.
And Burrow is on the way as well as some extra Overlords.
And Uthermal beat Denver. I don't know if we had shown that yet. So sort off against Uthermal, also one of our qualifying matches.
Some very good matches. So these rocks are going to be broken down for Lambo to open up some extra areas. His vision on the map is still pretty good. I mean, he could be holding this watchtower. There we go. Oh no, leak 1 lane. Little lazy lane, won't even go. But Neuroparasite's being added on now, knowing that there's going to be the carrier transition. I don't think he fully knows, but... Oh, he must have seen the carriers actually towards the mid. He must have done, because... Oh, he just anticipates it actually happening, because Neuroparasite's a good answer to the carriers, but... And now he can't... Oh, he can't see now. Baneling's got into here. They were dropped. Kill the Fate Workers, Night Workers. There must be more. Surely there's another Overlord. Did he only go with 1 Overlord for a drop? I think he did. Okay. Entire arm has been revelated once again. And he's going to be going up against 6-ish carriers very, very soon. With the mothership.
Yeah, carriers can start to be scary there, but there is enough Hydralisks that for now they can kill the interceptors. I think I might start, we might get started with the TLO series, and I'll join it and keep you guys posted, because then you would then do next the sort of Uthermal one.
I see.
So I'll leave the game. Hopefully the players don't panic.
No, they should be fine, I think.
Hopefully they don't think the supply disappeared and then...
We don't have to look at it anymore. We're free! Alright, so getting onto this base. Storm on towards a few of those units. That was the Banelings really did nothing, but at least he denied the base from actually happening. On the left-hand side here, another big failing Ling Hydra attack, but realizes that he's going to be running into carriers and Mothership. Not the best of situations. All right, let's see. So 4 more carriers are about to pop, and that's going to bring him up to a total of 10 carriers. Going up against 9 neural parasites, with those infestors already out. Now I want to, when we actually do get to vision being shown for the Protoss, I want to see how clear they are when they're burrowed. Because they are very clear now. It's just a case of having the vision afterwards and being able to spawn in the right spots, etc.
Can you highlight that, like in the side?
Yes, I can look at his vision. Yeah, definitely.
I want to see it more. Like.
I also want to. So I'll keep. Yeah.
Speak together.
Speak together. What do you mean?
No, let's peek at those hidden. Let's look at them. Peek.
Oh, peek. You said peek.
Yeah.
Oh, it was very softly said. I thought you meant. I was like.
No, you need to say peek.
Peek together. Let's look at them. Yeah. Killing my zealots.
These are sad zealots.
Can't go back to the song.
Oh, that's huge. Lambo last second burrow.
Can't see it moving because it doesn't move.
His entire army is tagged. Not sure about ultras against carriers, but I guess they will clean up the ground. The thing is, though, it feels like he's making a bit too many, especially when there are immortals.
Yeah, there's 5 in this
Ultras are meant to be quite bad against this.
It is a... I feel like it's an ambitious composition. He's really relying on the neural parasites. Super heavy relying on the neural parasites.
I mean, you do have to, no matter what.
Yeah. Where are...
How many high Templars are with this?
We have 5.
It's a good amount. Another revelation, I think, might have went down.
11 infestors. They're all at the back. Some of them were revelated.
Yeah, it's very important to keep them at the back. Really?
Yeah. Some of them were, but now they're not anymore.
Oh, okay. So this is the time. Look at that one high Templar. You want a piece of me? Very important base falling here for Lambo. He's going to try to evacuate with what he can.
Ling's tried for the counter. These 200.
Like headless chickens.
Poor guys. Another revelation. Doesn't catch the infestors again, though. They are moving about. God, I can't see them at all moving on this creep. Are my eyes that bad? Where are they? See, they're up here. I couldn't see them move at all.
Well, the vision is restricted from the ultras. It only sees so close to them. Hey, look. Like the vision on creep is not like...
No, I know. But they were next to units that were revelated when I was doing it, is the thing. So anyway, we'll have a look at it in a bit. There's going to be so many... He actually has...
Don't say that word.
In a second, more carriers than can be neural parasited. So
yeah, that's could be very bad. I mean, obviously there's units that attack air as well, right? Like
yes.
the goal is to...
Queens, too.
You don't want to neural all the carriers anyway.
No.
Like half of it, then maybe use some fungal on the rest. I don't know. To be honest, okay. I guess maybe you can catch all. Like you want them to come pull back as well, and the queens to deal with them. And like you want them to target one another too.
Yeah, attack some of the infestors so you can see the
Make them turn on each other.
Make them fight an inner civil war. There you go.
How did you like the Civil War movie?
We talked about it briefly, didn't we? When all the comic book people didn't like it so much. I didn't mind it. But I wasn't really paying attention.
That's about the best compliment you've ever made a movie.
But I wasn't really paying attention because I was on a plane and very sleepy. That's how I view most of my movies nowadays, on planes.
And you fall asleep if they're not good enough, or no matter what?
Yeah, no. If they're not good enough.
What movie kept you up?
I can't remember. Can't remember what last movies I watched. It got to the point, though, one time, in like a span of 4 months, where I'd been on so many Lufthansa planes, I'd basically seen all the movies I'd wanted to see on their machine.
Do you send a feedback email?
I should have done, shouldn't I? I'm like,
I'm gold status. Can you get some new movies? God damn it.
They'd probably reply saying, "You're probably an abnormal case there, Mr. Kylaris." And I was like, yes, I am abnormal. You are correct.
Do you see there is esports now on airplanes?
I've seen it a few times. I saw it at Singapore Airlines once. I saw a League of Legends thing.
So they always did the big news, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it might... Was it Emirates or something? I don't remember exactly which airline, but it was...
That's
Seems
pretty
big, yeah.
I want those.
More esports tournament.
Yeah, let's
But to be honest, it would be the tournament that we casted anyway. So we'd be watching ourselves casting games.
I'd rather not actually watch that, to be honest.
Okay, that pace is going to get cleaned up here. That was actually a strong attack here by Lambo. He caught the army out of position for 1 second, forced the recall from DnS, and for that, cleans up an entire base and 31 probes. Remember what happens in a late game like this when you kill this many walkers?
What happened? Where were they? Where did they die? Or did you just bring them forward? Or were they here?
No, yeah. They
oh, okay.
Actually, this is weird because I was going to say Protoss remaxes on pure army and then gets like a ridiculous army supply. But in this case, DnS did remake a couple probes. Oh my god, everything's clumped up. He has to recall again. Lambo is so patient with this.
Yeah, he is. Very patient. His interceptors flew all the way back. They weren't recalled. That's cute. And 12 carriers against 13 infestors right now. So this is going to continue pretty heavily. Both players, if they wanted to, could draw this out for like 40 minutes. They could just keep expanding on their side of the map. That Oracle really wanted to tag with the Revelation. Oh, was looking for the infestors, I see. Smart. But does lose it in the process thanks to the fungal. This one cheeky infestor, though.
Double Spire behind this.
Double Spire. Zealots and DTs.
Austria has some upgrades.
Recalled again. Whoa, High Templar!
How much did I get?
Don't know, like a few queens. Just a few queens.
I'm not sure how this is important. How important these are like at this point. Some static defense would be nice, I guess, for Lambo, who doesn't have an overwhelming amount of bases.
I love it when
Look at that. Zenster watches over this location.
I love it when Zergs just burrow their drones.
It's Zenster bot with the glasses.
The Zenster bot. Yeah, he protects the Zerg. To the left-hand side, we're going to have the Swap Prism going in again. Extra Oracles on the way, because obviously tag's important. Just killed a creature with the Zealot.
Was Alex in your game?
Alex?
Yeah.
I think he was.
Okay, we might say. Or maybe we can wait, I don't know. Because like we were going to start Cast Yellow, but I think they want to have Alex. We really wanted this game.
I see.
Because Cast is last CIS player. It's casting Russian.
Right, we're going to have this die off. Infestation pit's down now, so it needs making another one. Down towards this bottom location. Well, we just gotta wait now. Wait for the big clash.
I think Lambo's goal is to catch the mothership core. Gets a couple mutas here to shut down the Warp Prism.
Nice play.
Actually, DnS, this is very risky, the way it's moving out here. I think a couple Vipers will be sick, because if he landed an abduct into a neural parasite, it's like that video of the guys, you know, playing basketball next to the swimming pool, and they pass the ball around up until they dunk it eventually. You saw that? Yeah, that would be the same thing. Abduct mothership core into neural parasites, dunk right into DNS's face.
Yeah.
And then he would just like, the army would be caught on the map and he would eventually win the fight. There would be no cloaking, neural parasite half of it. But in this case, Lambo is literally watching his base dying and is not able to do anything about it. And then Protoss gets out with a recall.
Recalls back to safety. Did you see that? There was a ridiculous video on Reddit like a week or two ago where some game had gone insanely long or something, and there was a ton of spore crawlers made around a Nexus, and then he neuroparasited the mothership core and all the carriers around it, recalled them all to it, and then from there, they all got unneuraled and killed off by spore crawlers. It was ridiculous.
I didn't see that.
No.
I need to see it now.
I'll find it later on. And I just thought...
5 Zealots and an Ultra enter a bar.
Which bar? This bar. They killed the Ultra.
They what?
They killed the Ultra. But the Mutalisks, they're the bouncers of this bar, and they'll have none of your shenanigans.
They're like the waiters and waitresses. They start fighting for some reason. Zeal's like, what?
Something's going on down here.
They're taking out another recall force.
Again.
It's very hard to step on creep against this.
Yeah, definitely. It's a killer army. It's the infestors that are the big deal.
Okay, so can we talk about the army supply? both players.
177.
Look at the army value. In gas, actually, it's pretty equal.
Zerg's higher. That's amazing.
Oh, he gets caught in a bad spot.
Oh my god, it's a slaughter! Fungal hits his entire army, but it doesn't matter. Neuroparasite's trying to go on. How many of these carriers? 5 of the carriers, 6 carriers have been caught currently. Wait, no, more than that.
Oh, he doesn't have. Oh, he has observers.
What's going on?
Why is he not killing the infestors?
I don't know what's happening, Todd.
Me neither.
Ah!
He was supposed to kill the infestors. DnS pulls back a little bit, but he will come back and clean all of this.
Oh my god, no.
And behind this, Lambo has no back. Look at his back, it's all gone. He has almost no workers. I think DnS has done it.
He was making 8 Ultralisks off of that. DnS wins.
Just like that.
I don't know how you commentate that last fight. I was trying to figure out how many were Neuroparasite. I think 6 were, because I double-clicked the carriers that were owned by Lambo when he'd gone out. I used to do that a lot when I was observing Roach versus Roach.
Couldn't you just have turned on your epic voice and be like,
I did Neuroparasiting. I went, ah!
That was not the epic, that was the high pitch.
Yeah, sorry.
That was the high pitched, scared little boy voice, if anything.
I'll do it next time, all right? Next time. Okay, where were we? I've just seen what has come into our I can't believe. You know the scary thing is that I think Avex, this isn't even Photoshop. I'm pretty sure Avex has done this onto the rocks in the game. There's no way that's Photoshop. That would have taken ages.
Yeah, exactly. Like that one time I made a collage of the Muslim stuff. Like.
That how much time did that take?
3 hours. I think. 3 hours. For a photo.
It was a great
everybody
tweet.
loved.
It was a great tweet.
I'd do it again.
I can't believe this tweet by Avex though. Well played, Avex. Well played. Oh my god.
Do we have game 2 ready?
Maybe.
We're about to start cast against TLO here. I'm going to be following that and giving you guys updates.
Oh, you got Alex in as well.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're waiting for him.
He definitely wanted that one. All right. So DnS with a strong game 1. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was strong, but a little bit hesitant at times. Like, sure, he played it safe. I do think that Lambo, there is a few things he could have done better. I don't know.
Do you think more Spore Crawlers somewhere and then less Ultralisks? What do you think about the options?
Yeah, I think that was too many Ultralisks for sure here. Maybe some Vipers.
Maybe
like
some
Vipers. Easy for me to say. Like obviously all the Zergs will pictures like Vipers flying in and a bunch of interceptors unleashing like TIE fighters on them and killing them instantly, or even feedbacks landing. But keep in mind, like for the most part, Lambo was staying on creep on his side of the map, right?
Yeah.
If DnS comes forward, he's the one with vision, he's the one with initiative, and also there is, I mean, if you're a Zerg player out there and you think that like Mothership can never get caught, go and play a couple games as Protoss and get a Mothership. You will see, like it's like the silliest unit. Always moves like out of position, basically asks to get abducted. It's almost like a full-time job. Like you should get extra money for babysitting that Mothership and always keeping it safe in the back. So what I'm getting at is that there is, if you're patient enough, you might be able to finally land that abduct into neural. And or even like just abduct and kill it sometimes, or abduct and force a recall by the Mothership alone, because then otherwise it dies from the Queens.
Yeah, it does move weirdly. You're right. Can you?
Because air units push it all the way. You know, they can't be on top of each other unless like you spam them all the time. But
Motherships can only recall to Nexus, right?
Yeah.
They can't recall to like a hatchery or something.
No.
You
could not neural parasite the Mothership.
That would be so.
And recall it with the 6 other carriers neural to your hatchery. That would be silly.
That would be amazing.
God, are you kidding me?
Just recall to main
Well,
structures.
there you go. TLO's balanced test map. Like,
yeah,
here's a chance.
Oh, I'm the host. There you go. Sorry, GLGL.
Hey, he's still doing it. He did the same thing.
I don't want to be the host.
All that responsibility.
I know, I don't want it. I gave up my responsibilities.
When?
When I decided to become a professional video games commentator. Let's get into game 2. Oh, I'm such a kid. I don't think I'll ever grow up. It's probably a problem, actually.
Shouldn't want to.
No, I guess
You're not so bad.
Yeah, you think not?
Yeah, I think I don't want to call out any names, but you know, I'm organizing a casters tournament, and every time I send an email out to the 15 other casters and the players in it, only 2 or 3 answers. So
nice.
Maybe a couple casters out there need to grow up.
No, I get you. Like, being timely with your email responses, I think, is quite important.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm quite responsible. Like, I think it probably comes down to the fact that I don't want to inconvenience other people. That's probably more being English than being responsible.
Yeah, just like that whole explanation, to be honest.
Yeah, see, exactly. I'm trying to justify my own memes. It's bad.
Reaper opener here for Cass. He already took out... Oh, I started casting the other game. Oh, my God. Well...
No, tell us about it, Todd.
I mean, it's game 1. Cass opening Reaper. And
nice.
I was going to say, he already took out 1 Liquid Zerg, and he's looking to do another.
That was amazing how you went into autopilot.
I just realized.
That was spectacular.
With all this chit-chat, man.
I don't think I even did the intros for these plays on this.
Do your job.
All right, Lambo down to the bottom right-hand corner in the red, who's expanded, is going for a hatchery. And up to the top left-hand corner, we have DnS, currently 1 game up, doing what he can.
Don't start.
I shouldn't. They've been thoroughly entertaining of these WCS casts, Todd. They've been thoroughly fun.
Always, man.
Yeah.
They're going to keep on being entertaining, I'm sure. Even when Roddy gets here and like starts telling his stories and giggles at his own stories, I'm sure I'm going to be dying over here.
Yeah.
Reminiscing of that one time he tried to play in the qualifier.
Oh,
he had some good games, man.
He
The
did.
first one.
He could have won.
Yeah. I'm proud of him.
Yeah. It was great.
Oh
to
my
watch.
God, Cass misplaced his CC in his game.
Oh, we did by 1 hex.
Yeah. I don't know if you realize this.
I want to know how long it takes until he replaces.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's moved
saw
it.
it already. Oof.
Okay.
Civilization has been saved.
Yeah, good job, Cass. That's the kind of thing that for StarCraft fans would go on the r/mildly frustrating subreddit.
Yeah.
Like, where you just see something that's slightly ajar.
I wonder if Lambo would consider himself good against, late game carriers and like big Protoss armies after last game. Like, did he just see it as a misstep and a faux pas, or does he actually think like that he struggles maybe late game? And in this case, if DnS is aware of that, he might go for the same thing.
I mean, the fact that it was so weird as well, because once he'd lost his entire army, his extra max out was an attempt on 8 Ultralisks, which aren't going to do anything.
I'm going to eliminate him.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah, a bit difficult. Twilight Council was spotted. Robo Facility not just yet here. Lambo goes up against DnS. And the Adepts did shade. They were trying to get some kills here. Didn't get anything though, just a few lanes, I think. Yep. So here comes Pneumatize Carapace looking for information. Sees the corner boost on this Twilight Council, and it is Robo Facility behind it, so maybe we see a bit more extra gateways going down with a Warp Prism aggression here for DnS. What do you think, Todd?
I don't know, I'm following a little bit of the other game at the same time.
Oh, that's fine.
Cass actually on the Proxima station, super interestingly, opened with advanced ballistics. So he wants to shoot things from very far away, and for TLO not to have any defense against it. If you guys want to follow that match, it's on Alex's stream. It's in Russian. You can learn more than just curse words from video games, and maybe improve on your Russian by watching it and on your TVZ as well.
Alex is a very good player, if I recall.
Yeah, he's got like 5k something MMR as random.
Yeah, I remember meeting him a few times in Kiev. I think we were in Kiev when we met him a few times. And he ends up at some of the other international tournaments. Nice guy. Long time ago I met him though.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a Dark Shrine behind all of this. So DnS is gonna, interestingly, go forwards with a lot of Adepts warping initially, and then maybe sneak Dark Templars in. It doesn't look like it's going to be the usual Archon or Dark Templar harass into Archon drop because there's so many Adepts at the front.
Yeah, it looks like Lambo's getting ready perfectly for this with roaches in this case. Not choosing to play with the usual bailing flavor that we see a lot. The flavor of the month.
7 roaches at the moment against 8 Adepts, but we will have 3 Dark Templars morphing in and walking in. He doesn't have... He has a layer, but he's... One Overseer is with this. Now he sees the Dark Templar, wants to clean that up first. The Shade went forward, saw the extent of this army, but Dark Templars are going into the other 2 mineral lines. So he's going to have to dance around with his army to deal with that first, and then the Adepts could find an opener elsewhere.
Yeah, DTs want to kill as many drones as possible there. You need to make sure you don't attack the Queens and waste any time on them. And in this case, that one is doing a pretty good job. Look at the Walker supply. If you can get any sort of like decent leads, it's going to be very good for Protoss then setting up on 3 bases.
Adepts came in. They were looking for an opportunity. The Roaches stick around.
It took a very long time to shade, I guess. That
Yeah.
might have been intentional for him to stay there, shoot a couple of drones down on the natural, and then go in for the main. Yeah, look at this. And now, that's the problem with Roaches. How do you catch up to these guys?
Yeah.
When they don't have clear reconstitution, they're slow as hell, even on creep. So in this case, that's why so many Zergs go for link speed and banings to try and defend against this.
Has to separate the Roaches up into 2 packs, and that way they're not dying off that quickly, but at least the Roaches are able to respond to both locations at the same time.
And in the meantime, I think TLO is securing the game #1 right now against Cass.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he realized Cass was going to play greedy with 3 bases and almost no units. So he did a Baneling bust, and that just killed Cass.
Oh, well played, TLO. Game #1 goes to him. And we'll keep you updated as things roll along here in DnS versus Lambo. So far, DnS not doing too bad with that harassment at all. He got 21 workers. Lambo's caught back up in the drone count, but the 3rd base is well underway for DnS. He's adding extra gateways on, and the Immortal production is well underway as well, Todd.
Is it now?
Well, the thing is that also, Lambo with these Roaches, they just feel kind of useless in straight-up army versus army nowadays in this matchup.
They are good against Charge Lots and Archons, but the thing is you can negate that by having Immortals in the back,
Yeah.
Guardian Shields, Force Fields are going to section them away, and then Storm as well can shut them down. Basically everything that Protoss makes.
So your answer to my question was yes.
If somebody made only Charge Lots and Archons, Roaches would be good.
Yeah.
So Roaches will never be good.
All right, a lot of Hydralisk is going to pop out. This mid-game is going to look a bit more normal with Ling Bane Hydra. Wait, did he even get a Baneling Nest? Am I being a silly Billy? Yeah, I am. So it's Roach Hydra with Ravagers, which can work, but it really depends on the angles it's going to hit here. DnS is moving through the middle. He does have the Warp Prism with this. He sees the amount of Hydras and Ravagers now. And to be fair, he has not that many Immortals, with not that many Force Fields. There's a lot of Charge Lots and Archons.
Yeah, that is. Especially, how many sentries? That's just the one? I
Just
guess
3.
for Guardian Shield?
3.
Oh yeah, there's 3. Oh yeah, look at that Guardian Shield. Look at it!
Covering everything. Force Field's going to go down on this as well. And the Hydralisks are killing off a lot of the Zealots at the front.
Some Queens are coming in from behind somehow, and it looks like Lambo might be able to clean up. Roach is not so useless after all. If you can have some Ravagers and a ton of Hydralisks with them. Oh, I might have spoken too early.
Well, I think that, well, yeah, the Dark Templars are making a bit of a difference there for a moment.
Reinforcements, though, should do it.
Push it away.
If Lambo can reset this Immortal count, he will be in a great position.
I think what's
There's
quite...
14 drones died.
Yeah. What's quite amusing about all of that, whilst the Dark Templars were getting some damage in those mineral lines, is that... Oh, and there's still one in the main! Oh my god, DnS. He's killed 50 workers!
What a ninja.
Yeah, that was very ninja, because I just did not notice. Admittedly, again, I'm not the greatest observer in the world, but there you go. He went into a situation where it was almost Zealot Archon, the composition that he said wasn't very good against that. And it didn't go that great at the front.
Yeah, but like, I mean, he's supposed to have more, right? Like,
yeah.
No, he was almost like a dream scenario here. Because Lambo, he was going to go Roach Hydra, which becomes worse and worse, and as time passes by and supplies equalizes. But DnS attacked into him on creep. So it's like Lambo set up the perfect arc. Force Fields didn't really do anything. There was one Guardian Shield covering most of the army, but he just didn't have enough for roll anyway. So that was a big commitment, and now all of a sudden, Lambo's feeling confident. He's moving across the map. He's going to snipe these pylons before they can start helping properly. No?
It's very important that he actually tries to
He has
kill
too
those
much
off.
anyway.
Yeah, still a lot left. Those Hydralisks doing a lot of damage from the back. Feels like DnS just overstepped the mark on the other side. Still a lot of Hydras and Roaches here. Should be able to bust down this wall. And if we could get the Cybernetics score, that would be fantastic. Although that being said, There's only really Zealots swapping in along with Archons.
Yeah, that
so.
pylon. It's asking to die, Carlos!
Yep, it's going to probably go down. At least one Immortal lifetime comes out, but the Lings are already on that. Hardened Shield's been popped.
Somehow, DnS has more supply. I just don't see it.
He does. I think it's in workers. It's like 30 workers up or so. Zealots trying to
sacrificing those DT is not the best choice. I mean, sure, he killed a ton of drones, but that big attack, I think, was the main mistake here from DnS.
Yeah.
And now he's in danger of losing the game imminently. Those push back Lambo for now. If he can stabilize and get a better Immortal count, might be able to push through this army there.
I don't think he can, though. He's only got one Robo pumping away at the moment.
I can't believe he went for a 4th base and didn't cancel it, by the way. Like, he's on the verge of dying against an all-in Zerg, and he never cancelled the Nexus. Like, he would have had more units if he cancelled that.
Loses one of his Robos up to the top left. You're right, because that would have been an extra 400 minerals, or at least 300.
If he can catch reinforcements, yeah, that's why DnS is standing there. He's trying to cut off reinforcements from this army, but Lambo is with some beautiful army control. Another great contamination.
That was really good, yeah. Just limit the amount of Immortals that can come out, and now you're only going up against Zealots and maybe Archons. Dark Templar's warping in as well, but he can't even kill off the Overseers anyway, because he really has no anti-air. And there's plenty of Overseers.
Oh, this is sick. Lambo could just go into the main, stand up on the high ground there, and those probes are going to be under threat and start falling.
Yep, they will die. Still looking at this army, though, trying to find a solution here for DnS, but things are going to town now. Oh, goes down the ramp. Whoops!
Yeah, these probes, they're going to rally straight into this army.
That was the sound of
DnS is starting to lose patience, I think. Yeah, he's moving down a little bit. Like, he really wants to engage into this. He used some useless force fields.
Contaminate again.
So he doesn't even have a Guardian Shield here to help with this. Those DTs can get sniped instantly if they go forward.
All right. Well,
not like this.
Just moving back here. The Templars are just going to try and mince up as much as possible, but I don't think they're going to get much done and accomplished here. Things are coming back to go onto an Archon of all things, but they want to get onto the Immortals. Yes, they do, and find them they do. They're going to fall. And that should be Lambo tying up the series 1-1.
Yeah, good job to him. If we can, let's go into my game over there of TLO against Cass, because TLO is doing some aggression.
Oh, and he's already one game up, right?
Yeah.
Jeez. Compared to... compare these two series, this one's very long, and this one's very short.
Yeah, he's doing a Ravager Rush, but a version with an expansion. Not quite the all-in that we saw in time. So he's actually droning up behind this and now getting Queens.
There is a Banshee being produced, but if he kills that Starfall...
Yeah, this stuff, I mean, this stuff already killed a lot, like building-wise and stuff. Like, look at all this kills. He's not falling to kill all this. Yeah.
What?
This is what this rush does in general.
Holy moly.
It's just weird, though, to see a version of this and the tank, but also, like, it's funny, because if he was forward, he might get corrosive bites, but all the way back, he wasn't actually shooting.
And now he runs away?
So much.
No,
what is this?
That's insane.
Look
at that. That's a full Zerg menu right there.
And behind this, I mean, 30 walkers to 15. I guess we can stay in that game up until we get the other one going, and then we'll jump into yours. Having to remake barracks feels bad, man. Even the factory, like, this is so sad.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Where's the factory? Where's the barrack? Did he proxy? No, he did not. He got Ravager rushed.
Currently has to remake everything. He can't even start his factory, even though he has money for it, because he doesn't have a barracks. That's so funny.
All right, Banshee. Be a tall order.
Yeah. You don't only have to avoid the Queens, you also have to avoid the Spore Crawlers, you have to avoid the Corrosive Biles, and still try
You know what this means, right?
Up.
When this reaches the maximum, is when the creativity will unleash.
Yeah? Is that...
And the Nidus will start.
Is that the Creato bar? Is that, is that the Creato meter?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, it's about to reach.
Yeah, just wait.
100% creativity!
He hasn't even taken to the third base. Oh!
What was it?
Spire. I can't click on it.
I'd say on the creatometer, that's probably not 100.
Why? It's all right.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say a 60.
What is Cass supposed to get? He has no eBay.
No,
sure, he could have had one. What anti-air is he going to... The Marines that he's pumping out of the one Tech Lab barracks that he's got? I don't think so, Kailaris. I don't think so.
Wow.
To be fair, that's gonna take a while to complete. By the way, like, TLO got PTSD from last game and those ranged liberators killing all his drones, because look at this. Double spore in the back of his main middle line. All right. I'm worried for for our dear cast here.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're this low econ, you don't really scan.
I think so. We've just started our game.
Wait, what? He saw the spire?
Did he?
How?
With the Banshee, probably. It came around the back.
Wow.
Must have done.
Complete.
Okay.
We are loading into game number 3, but we can probably stick with yours for a few minutes unless there's.
Wait until something happens in the other game?
Yeah.
It's up to you. You'll take full blame anyway.
Sure, I can do that. I'm happy with that. I don't care being blamed anymore. Yeah, we'll stick with you for a bit, unless I say something's crazy is going on the main.
Your skin is so thick, if you got a tattoo, you wouldn't even feel it.
Not at all, man.
Let's do it then.
My skin is the thickness of a hippo's. Have you seen a hippo being tattooed?
What? I really hope nobody dared tattoo a hippo.
Okay, that one was just bait. It's never happened. But if you did, they wouldn't feel it.
How do you know?
They got
Like,
thick
that's the
skin.
fact?
They got thick skin, my friend.
Really?
Probably because they're pretty fat, but they got thick skin. That or a rhinoceros, they definitely have thick skin.
I thought they would have like hard bones or whatever, but I don't know what skin.
Yeah, they're
I'm
pretty
terrible at this stuff. Like I thought you were like in full smart mode and like watch National Geography
I do watch a lot of that
to
stuff.
practice your casting.
I like watching.
Look
I
at
like
these
being
beautiful
worldly and
creatures.
interesting. I told you many things in our American cast. Meanwhile, there is a game going on.
Actually, TLO cleaned up some of these tanks. I think that was worth it.
Yeah? Keep that count down.
He forced so many turrets as well with just a couple mutas, and now he can just go into 4 roaches straight into Hive. Let the creativity speak.
We have the second creatometer on the way. It's began.
Phase 2.
Yeah.
Phase 2 has begun.
Yep. There's not much going on in this game just yet between Lambo and DnS. It looks like standard openers. I'll keep you informed and we will switch over when things start to get a little bit more further.
You shall not drop.
He contaminated
Yeah.
a starport
Yeah.
this early in the game? Most folks don't realize that exists until 20 minutes into the game, Todd.
Yeah, until they have like a ton of overseers and the game's already pretty much been decided for the most part.
Just like our previous game. Like,
Oh! Whoa! We already did a bunch of damage. Okay, stick
Close.
repair the last second. TLO, what are you up to?
He's going ultras.
Yeah, I think Ultras would make
Yeah.
sense because he's getting these upgrades, melee and carapace.
Yeah.
And Cast is so low econ compared to where he will be usually, like the third base was delay and stuff, like because of the start. And he's only, like, he's mostly making Marines only, right? He's gonna see a couple Ultras and like, be like, no.
They're going to run away very, very scared. I was going to say something else then, but I decided it was a non-broadcast friendly, so...
You'll tell me later because now you made me curious.
Oh, it's not that one broadcast friendly. But, yeah. Not much still going on in DnS versus Lambo. He shaded forward to Adept. There's 3 base currently for Lambo, 2 base for DnS. He opened up with a Stargate to begin things. And that is your minutely update on DnS versus Lambo.
Oh god,
gameplay.
Cast, no.
What's he doing?
The one barracks that he had a tech lab on, he just swapped it for a reactor to get more Marines. He's like, yes, Marines are the way. I love Marines. I'll get some tanks as well. Except these cows, these hippos,
These.
this thick-skinned, non-tattooed ultralisk.
If an Ultralisk was tattooed, they wouldn't feel it at all. Chitinous plating, mate.
Well, if they feel it, they'd kill you in one hit.
You knock on that. Do you know how chitinous plating sounds when you try and tattoo it? Like that. Nothing. I'm so
It's so
stupid.
stupid. 2-2 on the way, forecast. Did start the armor a little bit late. And second factory also with a tech lab, so it's just going to be pure it feels like it's old school CVT.
Yeah.
Mass Marines with tanks in support.
I sort of just want to see the conclusion of that now instead of coming to my game. But I think we
Maybe
should.
we can.
Huh?
I mean, not much has happened in your game.
No,
right?
still not much. They're still
And
going
I think
around.
this one will end soon.
Yeah, it should.
With the Marines trying to attempt some very angry ultras with chitinous plating.
The tattoos.
They will feel those machine guns as
Gauss
much as they will
rifles.
feel a tattoo.
Yeah, exactly.
You're so stupid, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you don't even make any sense. Banelings as well,
not.
actually. It's how do you micro when like mass ultras roll in with banelings as well?
I mean, credit where credit's due.
Look at the creativity, triple Evo.
Oh my god. Credit where credit's due, though. Cass has actually got a really big army. The problem is it's just quality is kind of shoddy.
Credit where creativity is due. TLO's even made a Viper.
He's made a Viper. What's he going to do with it? One blinding cloud.
Actually, yeah, that would be good, but I was even thinking parasitic bomb.
Yeah. Make sure those medevacs have to just kind of spread. Yeah.
Oh, he's winning. Oh!
Keeping you updated here in DnS. It's double robo being going down.
Sending the ultras at the front. Kind of by themselves, actually.
Whoa!
One blinding cloud goes down here on one of those tanks and a bunch of those marines. The ultras, they took a lot of damage, but behind this, there might be enough to clean up here for TLO.
It's as if the tattooists can't do anything. And they will have to get out of there, evacuating away.
Oh, the two unitas. Look at them, they're cleaning up!
Come back! You can't leave.
How far away is... oh, there.
Again, keeping you updated as there. It was double robo at the third for DnS.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll be going soon enough.
Yeah, against Hydra, Ling, and no Baneling Nest again here for Lambo. So we'll go back to you.
And the conclusion might be close if TLO can make this attack work here. Goes onto one of those tanks with some of the mutas and Cass, who's so marine heavy. He's still making a ton of marines, trying to reach some liberators and trying to hold down there. He might be out of this. Yeah, GG gets called out and TLO will qualify for the playoffs here of Challenger.
We can jump into Lambo versus DnS now. So congratulations to TLO, of course. We're in game number 3 between Lambo and DnS, as we do have the double robo pumping those immortals away. Again, though, it's like this Ling Hydra style, but with no Baneling Nest. It's very interesting to see if Lambo's going to be able to make this work. His 4th base is only just going down now, so his economy hasn't been that strong during all of this. Despite not really being hindered that much, you can see only 3 workers have been killed by DnS.
Yeah, in this kind of game, it can be tough if you let the Zerg, you know, get to the right drone count and take their time. But it looks like Lambo has no plan to do that. He's going for an attack. Force field's gonna have, everything's gonna have to be perfect there. Force fields, buy some time, reach Storm, which is halfway to done. This is the worst time to take a fight for Protoss.
Very good timing here for Lambo to try and get in there. Archon's being morphed. He has to recall out there from the front of his base all the way to this.
He might just die.
Yeah, double stasis is going down. It'll catch just a few Lings alone.
He gets an Archon instead of like having some item loss with Storm.
Yeah. This could be very, very painful.
And the 4th phase is not being cancelled.
No, it really needs to cancel that. Storm's not finished. Does he have any Storms though? He has 1 High Templar. Where is it? It's there, and it has 1 Storm. Mothership Core almost dies. Photon Overcharge has been used here. The High Templars on towards this mineral line. Underpowering one of those cannons on the right-hand side. It's about to power it up once again, but not before it ends up going down. Lings and the Hydras trying to focus on some of these units. The Mothership Core almost ends up dying off. These 2 Immortals pumping away some damage onto the Hydra list, but the Hydras have breached this 3rd base location. They're looking to focus down this Nexus.
I cannot believe that 4th base is still on the way. Like,
yeah, it is.
you needed to cancel that. You needed more units. You needed to play more defensively, DnS, and I think he's going to pay for it. And we may have a second Zerg
2
here
Zergs
going straight into the playoffs. And Lambo does it.
And actually, we did this perfectly. Congratulations to Lambo, of course, for advancing on. But we caught all the action in yours, and somehow we caught the sole action. We caught the sole action that went on in that game, because there was nothing else. There was some oracles dancing around, and that was it. Whew.
The bamboozlation is over.
You've been bamboozled. I don't know.
And sort of against Uthermal will be next to find out if we get a Terran qualifying for the playoffs or yet another Zerg. I don't know. Wait, did we even ever find out if Optimus had an opponent yet? Okay, no. Oh, you even played already. Okay, all right. So Optimus made it and beat Mana. And I'm going to need to have a chat with him.
Oh.
Because on top of the day, he was talking about how no Terran was